Hi guys, good everyone. It's your girl Power Abila and you're watching Moments with Power Abila. Guys, on today's episode, I'm talking about our popular musician who just lost his son Ifeanyi. Yes, I'm talking about Davido and Chioma's incident. They just lost their son Ifeanyi. And guys, at first I was like, I'm not going to say anything about this matter because this thing happened a few days ago. But with the way things are happening right now, with what we are hearing about who did what and who did not do what, who had a hand in it and who did not have a hand in it, who was negligent and who wasn't negligent, everything is just becoming really scary, guys. Mothers can really relate to this issue very well because we know how it feels to leave your child with someone you claim to trust, someone you claim that to be a very close person, and then they not stab in the back like this. I mean, this is a very big stab in the back, a terrible stab in the back, all in the name of money. Indeed is the root of all evil. This dastardly act was committed because of money. Can you imagine? Another news reaching us is that the police have arrested all the 8 household staff they had, and they've released 6 of them, remaining 2 of them, that's the nanny and the chef, who confessed to actually doing the the dastardly act, because they were paid to do so. And it was in that their confession that Eniola Badmus was dragged into the issue. According to the nanny, she said she was paid handsomely to do this dastardly act, and that it was Eniola Badmus that called her out of the house the time she left Ifeanyi for the chef to go and talk in one corner. I don't know what they were talking about, but she did that. And to make matters worse, when this whole entire thing happened, it was on Eniola's page on Instagram. She was the first person to post that Ifeanyi is dead. Like, how can you post such a thing when the parents of the supposed deceased has not even gotten to the house? I've not even heard what is happening. Like, who does that? Literally, it is when they have rushed Ifeanyi to the hospital that people started hearing it, when celebrities were coming to visit them at the hospital. So what made this lady have that effrontery to do what she did? Now let's hear what Linda Ikeji had to say about it.
Linda Ikeji official, she said police released 6 of Davido's domestic staff, detained 2. The Lagos State Police Command have detained 2 of the 8 domestic staffs of singer Davido, invited for questioning over the dismissal of his 3-year-old son Ifeanyi. The toddler unfortunately drowned in his father's Banana Island apartment on Monday, October 31st. Recall that LIB had reported on Tuesday that 8 of the domestic staffs were invited for questioning. Speaking to LIB, the spokesperson of the Lagos State Police Command, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, said following serious interrogations, 6 of the domestic staff have been released, while the chef and the nanny have been detained. They recall that a source close to the heartbreaking incident told LIB that the nanny was with Ifeanyi and the chef came to join them. Guys, listen, Then the nanny was said to have moved slightly away to receive a call. When she returned, she couldn't find Ifeanyi and assumed he was with the chef, but the chef said he had left Ifeanyi with her. They began to frantically look for Ifeanyi all over the house for close to 20 minutes until a security guide spotted him in the pool. God. Jehovah have mercy. He said no one could explain how the boy got into the pool. Davido and Chioma were said to have returned from their trip to the devastating news. The Davido ran mad. He literally removed his clothes and wanted to run into the streets. God have mercy. He was held back. He and Chioma are inconsolable, the source told LIB.
If now you call, guys, let us not be doing one kind. Anybody would have run mad in the situation. Do you know that Davido is currently on oxygen, guys? Oxygen. What are we not saying? This guy is really literally running mad because he cannot begin to fathom the disaster that has just befallen his household. Do you understand? And now, to rub insult on injury, we all know that prophet that prophesied in January, that one, he now came on social media to say that Shebi we are all his witness that he warned and all that stuff. I get that what he said is true. He actually warned and everything. But do you think now is the right time to come and say that kind of thing? Do you think that rubbing it on their face is the right time to come to say that kind of thing? These people are going to distress. Chioma has been hospitalized. Davido has been hospitalized. They are under intensive care. Do you know the blow this has thrown to their family? And I'm even hearing some people are trending that he's not dead though, he's still alive, bringing one Jeremiah's video, one Jeremiah like that, I've forgotten the boy's son name, to come and post and saying that the boy is still alive, praise the Lord, hallelujah. And I'm happy that we are optimistic. Nigerians are optimistic like that, but this is not the time to rub it in their faces. These people, you guys, let's go back to the pastor. This is what the prophet had to say about the matter.
My name is Prophet Samuel King, and this is a message to make more highlights on the prophecy that was given to Davido on the 7th of January through my Facebook account. And before I would like to continue, I'd like to send my condolence message to the family of David Adeleke, who just lost his son Ifeanyi. I'm not here to show that I'm the best prophet on earth, which is one of the things I would like to be emphasizing in my prophecy highlight. When I gave this prophecy on the 7th of January, I tried to do some move to make some move, but of course, I am not among the so-called names of the big men of God in Nigeria who probably can speak to some celebrities. And if I had spoken, I would have been called one of the hungry prophets, looking for fame or trying to look for money. You know, in our days now, God is speaking, but many people have underrated and underestimated the word of God. So prophets are being abused because of a whole lot of things, misconception about spirituality, faith, and the prophetic. So I had to keep myself distant from trying to push, because who would believe if I had said this was going to happen? And if you read that prophecy very clear, it said there are 2 clues. One has already been fulfilled. 2 has already been fulfilled. The first is the death of Davido's son. And the first clue, there were 2 clues said T and Y. The T stands for Thursday. And if you see all the happenings right now, it just happened after the birthday of Davido, and it happened his son, which happened on Thursday, the 20th. So that cannot be a coincidence. The last clue, which is why, is something I will not post. I'm not going to say online. I would, in this very confidence, would like to pass this message to Davido and his family. There is something he needs to know. I'm not out to get fame, and I'm not meant to share this in public. I did 3 days fasting in obedience to instruct the prophetic word that was given to me on the 7th of January. I received that word 7 days before the 7th, which was on the 1st January night, after the crossover night. And I was scared to post it because I needed confirmations, and I had it like 3 times. Davido, I know this is a hard time right now for you and your wife-to-be Chioma. I know that a lot of clouds and people are around you, but I'd like you to hold yourself very strong and try to be in a place of prayer, because the enemy is not happy about a lot of things that is happening in your life. I'll send and I'll try my best to see how to reach out to the family and to give you the last clue and tell you how you should pray about this. 2023 is another big year, but let it not be a mirror reflection of what has happened today. May the soul of your son rest in perfect peace. Now you will go to meet him, he will not come to meet you. Shalom.
Like I said, the prophet probably means well, but honestly, I don't think this is the right time to say all he had to say. For God's sake, these people are mourning. They won't even want to understand what you are saying. If really you know that this thing you said was true, or that God actually said this thing, isn't it right that now that this disaster has hit the family, it is only right that you call them to the corner, or find a way to meet with them privately, or find a way to send a message to them privately and say, okay, this is what I told you was going to happen, and this one has already happened. Let us tread carefully so that this other one will not happen. Why are you coming on social media to make a statement? Like, what's the need of that? What's the point of that? Is that what we are handling right now? This is serious. People are literally broken. That family is... that family has gone through a major blow, and you're still coming on social media to say, oh, how are they going to take it seriously? You say you don't want to come off as someone who's coming to beg them money. I understand, but you are going about it the wrong way, and I do not think it's a smart thing to do. But anyhow, what do I know? Oh, all I know is that I pray that God gives the family of their delegates the grace to bear this loss, because indeed it is a major blow. Alright guys, see you in the comment section. If you're a new viewer, please do well to subscribe to my channel so you get to see my videos. Please put on your bell notifications so you get notified whenever I post new videos. And also, if you are not subscriber, thank you for coming back once more. Please guys, don't forget to share this video, leave a comment in the comment section, like, and let us discuss this issue in the comment section. Alright guys, until we meet again next time, it's au revoir from all of us over here. Bye.